Okay guys, so I know I said it will be like one big video, but we're gonna have to do like part 1, part 2, part 3, just so then I can like get through this all, cause if I decide to be like, oh, we're just gonna make it one big video, then I'm gonna be sitting here for like 3 months, so we're just gonna do like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Yep, let's get to part 1. Can Red from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and his Pokemon beat Pokemon Shield? I don't know, but we should probably find out right now, because that's why you clicked on today's video. Our journey starts just a little bit after the tutorial, because that's when you get Ycom, and that's when I can transfer my Pokemon from Pokemon Home. Anyways, our first stop that we have to go to continue in the story is going to be the train station. Yay. Also, Hop, for some reason, gives us TN Swift, which, in my opinion, is more useless than Tackle. Anyways, we do a little bit of hiking to get to the other side, and while we're at it, we found some useless notes, just reminding us how to do basic stuff in game, but might be useful. Well, it is because it's a basic thing. Then after that we have a 10-minute yap session with Sonia or whatever her name is. Then after that, Leon decides to stop us for some reason and just to give us a mystical water chain, which actually heals water type Pokemon. Don't know if that's going to be useful, but desperate times come for desperate measures. My bad, I meant it heals and boosts power of water type Pokemon. There we go. Besides, it's a good time to get us signed up for the Champion Stadium stuff. We also get to meet Bede. I decide to make my uniform number the Magikarp's national number deck. Or Pokedeck, my bad. Then after that, Hop decides to take us to a hotel to get a room. But then we get stopped by...
What the hell?
Hell no!
Fuck, man.
Hell
Get
no!
your ass on.
I decided to get ready for this battle. The first thing I decided to do is to boost our defense, because this Zigzagoon only really knows physical attacks, so if we just boost our defense, we should be pretty fine. Lick literally did absolutely no damage.
Bruh.
Did we just get paralyzed? Yo! During most of these fights, until I get Rapid Spin, the only real attack move I use is Water Gun.
Look at this dude.
And there we go. We're going to be using both Water Gun and Rapid Spin. The reason why I like Rapid Spin is that it actually increases your speed, which is pretty useful. And also, it's a attacking move. In this fight, I get to show off the power of Rapid Spin. And Water Gun, of course, but it's mostly going to be Rapid Spin. But I forget that when you're paralyzed, you can't really move, so it kind of stops you from doing Rapid Spin. And also, it decreases your current speed by 50% for your Pokemon. So you're basically guaranteed not to go first in a match. Also, when this Pokemon started decreasing Squirtle's defense, I kind of got scared for a moment because, well, it's like a level 7 Squirtle. Come on, guys. One tap from Quick Attack and we're kind of cooked. But for some reason, this Pokemon didn't really go for any physical attacking moves. It only attacked during the start, and then towards the end, all it did was like stat inflicting moves, which somehow got me the win.
You stupid.
There were still 2 grunts left, so Hop decides to join us in a double battle against off-brand Team Rocket. More like wannabe Team Rocket. Let's be so for real, it would have been totally normal if you just added Team Rocket here. I don't really like Team Yell, and they kind of suck. During this fight, we actually finally get to use Rapid Spin in an actual way where it matters. And it does pretty good damage for low-level Pokemon. Okay, I know I said this Zigzagoon only had physical attacks, but I guess he has special attacks too. For this part of the video, we're only really gonna have to fight Milo. Soon we'll get to Champion Leon, but for now it's just gonna be Milo. Not long after, we have to fight Hop. Now, if we're being for real here, Hop is not any threat. Hop is like the easiest trainer to ever beat. Like, I don't think anyone really actually lost to this guy actually trying. I mean, just look at him. Watch this. I'm gonna beat him with just a Squirtle. Anyways, all this Wooloo really does is just tackle, which doesn't affect our Squirtle that much, but we still try to beef up for the future Pokemon that he has. You're gonna see me using stat inflicting moves a lot, and also boosting moves that boost my stats. Because they're actually more important than what they seem.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.
Okay, we clear Hop with ease, and then after that we have to go down the road fighting just a bit more trainers so we can get to the grass gym. I'm gonna quickly foreshadow something. I'm gonna regret this in the future, but I forgot to res my Pokemon, or I forgot to give my Pokemon a couple healing potions, and I'm definitely gonna regret that in the future. Also, we get Water Pulse, which is way more better than Water Gun, so we end up switching it. Now here is where I make the grave mistake of not healing my Pokemon. This is a tiny grass type Pokemon, which wouldn't be a big deal, but I only have 10 more HP left. Rapid Spin is just not gonna cut it. And the fact that it's grass type and I'm water type gives it the type advantage, which somehow kills me with just Absorb. And to make it worse, he heals a bit. If I would have just used my potions and healed up a bit more, I would have had some time to kill him.
Emotional damage.
Okay, we have to fight another trainer, but this trainer right here is nothing too hard, and he only has one water, not water. He only has one fire bug type Pokemon. And Dollar. But Dollar is not that much of a threat. Although he does get a couple hits in, he's not that hard to beat. We also have to go into this cave, which is nothing too deep. Get it? Because, like, it's a cave. Okay, I'm never going to do that again. But basically, we just have to fight a couple Diglets, fight a couple trainers, and that's it. Although there's one trainer at the end that looks a bit off.
Nope.
Okay, right here, I thought the fight was going to be pretty easy, as in I never really lost to Bede. But I forget that I only have Water Pulse and a Squirtle, and, well, it was easy during the start. But it got a bit hard during the end, as in Squirtle just doesn't have enough health or raw power to get through all of these Pokemon. Not very easy for a little turtle. Not easy for a little turtle. Now this right here is the Pokemon that ruins the entire run. Like, actually ruins it. Or at least ruins this battle. We end up surviving that last Pokemon, but this is the Pokemon that kind of ruins it. You see, as you can see, my little turtle right here only has 11 HP, and those psychic moves are not really in his favor. I end up surviving one more turn with Protect, but then it gets absolutely ruined the next match. Or the next turn, my bad. I decided to try fighting Beat again with just Squirtle, but it just wasn't having it. This turtle just couldn't get enough of it and just didn't have enough power or health to get through. In fact, the first Pokemon somehow had Endeavor and just straight up took all of his health. So he's already at 21 HP, and this turtle just could not survive. Although I do have a secret weapon for the next time we battle. We end up getting through the first Pokemon, but the next Pokemon end up eliminating my Squirtle with Psychic Beam. We have to fight Beat again, but this time I have someone fighting alongside the turtle. You see, these are Pokemon from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which means we don't have just Squirtle. We also have Ivysaur. Now, I kind of forgot to change Ivysaur's moves before going into battle, but that doesn't matter because now that we have an extra teammate aside from Squirtle, we can finally get through this fight. Okay, I'm gonna be so for real. I hate it when this Pokemon uses Endeavor. It has terrible defense, so you end up getting it very low on the first turn, and then it uses Endeavor, and now your Pokemon's at like the yellow. Now this is where we get to use Ivysaur. Now Ivysaur is pretty unique, but he's also pretty strong. Also, Beat kind of doubts Ivysaur for a bit for some reason. But Ivysaur has Razor Leaf, which is actually pretty effective.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You stupid.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
We finally get Beat out of the way, and all we have to do is to defeat the gym leader. Specifically the grass gym leader. But there is one problem when it comes to defeating grass gym leader. Is that we have to do these random things called gym challenges. Now me personally, I thought some of the gym challenges were pretty good, and also some of them were kind of butt. But that's besides the point, because we're not at that yet. Instead, the first thing we have to deal with is having to go down Route 4. And what's so bad about going down Route 4? Well, for some reason, this Wooloo decides to 200 pump me in the face. Anyway, Milo apologized, and we have to go do the gym challenge. We get to the stadium, but Top decides to stop us for some reason because we got to have another 20-minute yapping session with Sonia for some reason. But that's kind of boring, so I'm just gonna cut it out for y'all. Well, we finally made it. We talked the ball guy to get a free Pokeball, which I'm willing to give out any Pokeballs I have to anybody that has a Nintendo Switch membership. And I'll be giving out these free balls I get from Bald Guy. Why? Because I don't need them in this save file. Anyways, we go out into the gym challenge. Now, this gym challenge was pretty good in my opinion. Dan tells us what to do, and all we have to do is get all of these Wooloos to smash open, or in other terms, 200 pump, the same way they did to me, into these hay bales, and it lets us progress in the gym challenge. Now, the gym challenge, I think this one is kind of fun, honestly. But what's not fun is having to deal with this wolf, and also having to deal with this guy. But this Pokemon battle wasn't that hard, actually, because he only really had one Pokemon.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
At this part, I was getting a bit rage baited because I had this perfect line of Wooloo, but of course, this random Yamper, which is probably Sonia's, had to ruin the perfect line, and now like 5 of them got out somehow. It was pretty annoying trying to get them back in, but it's whatever. I'll just come back for the rest. We finally finished the gym challenge, and all we have to do is go face Milo himself. But before I do that, I'm not going to make the mistake I did last time, and this time I'm actually going to heal up Squirtle. Of course, I can't heal him up to the max, because I just simply can't. I ran out of potions. But, yep, here we go, the final fight for this episode, or part, whatever you want to call it. Part 2 will be out in like 3 weeks or whatever. But, yeah, enjoy the fight.
Look at this dude.
Also, during these gym battles, I will be allowed to use Dynamax. The only thing that I'm not allowed to do in these battles is to use healing items like potions and all that other stuff that heal your Pokemon in a battle. But I am able to Dynamax. Kind of like a Final Smash if you think about it. Anyways, this Eldegoss kind of cooks our Squirtle, but it's fine because we get the Squirtle out of here in no time. We use a couple rapid spins on Milo's Pokemon, but end up getting Fantit. Fantit is crazy. We end up getting KO'd. Specifically our Squirtle, but that's okay. I thought I was safe as in I had Ivysaur and I thought he'll be enough. But again, I forgot to change his moveset, and now we got butt movesets. Milo sends out his final Pokemon, and I decide to Dynamax. Now, there's one problem with me Dynamaxing, and is that because my moveset is so bad, when I Dynamax, I only have one singular attacking move, which is Max Overgrowth. The rest are Max Guard. Could not get any better, can it? So now, this guy decides to Dynamax, and he has Max Strike, and he also has Max Overgrowth, which does more damage than my Max Overgrowth. Also, no one really takes that much damage while in Dynamax is because when there's Max Overgrowth, it actually kind of sets a healing field, so then Pokemon's each turn gets healed. which basically means me and Milo do absolutely no damage. We end up getting pretty lucky in being able to dodge a max airstrike which would have definitely killed us or damage us enough to where we'll get eliminated. Anyways, we both go out of Dynamax, and this is when, well, we start the struggle. You see, grass type versus grass type doesn't really do a lot. Every move is going to be ineffective. But this grass type has Magic Leaf, which does more than my Razor Leaf for some reason. And Ivysaur gets absolutely cooked. By Milo, but that's okay because we decide to actually change my Ivysaur and Squirtle's moveset. Now, there is one move that I want for Squirtle that he can currently learn right now. Squirtle is able to learn Ice Beam. What's so cool about Ice Beam is that it absolutely destroys grass types. Now, technically, Squirtle's probably not going to survive until like the first Pokemon, but you could probably at least damage the first Pokemon enough to where Ivysaur can eliminate him. Or she. I didn't look at the genders for Milo's first Pokemon. So, we start the battle again. We also start the final battle of this video. Wait, I'm not even joking. Squirtle absolutely cooks in this battle. He demolishes Eldegoss and Milo's first Pokemon. Of course he dies through this one, but just watch what happens.
Pow. Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
and there goes Squirtle. But that was a good run by Squirtle. He should have eliminated Eldegoss.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
And right there, as you saw, we defeat the gym leader Milo. Like and subscribe for part 2. These types of videos takes a long time. This one video right here took me 1 week to make. But it was definitely worth it. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Also, Squirtle tries evolving, but I don't let him.
Nope.